Hello everybody, how you all doing today? Right, I'm just doing this video to give you a heads up and to let you all know. I just had my first week's work, went great, perfectly fine. The only issue is I'm still part of the course I was on that got me the job in the first place, and I have to do lots of paperwork on Fridays and stuff like that, so, and after work, so even when I do get my PS4 fixed, for the 6 weeks, I'm still going to be on this course where I have to do the paperwork and everything. That's going to be killing me. I'm literally knackered. I'd been sleeping until I don't know what time. I helped my mum leave this morning, and then after I did brought back the shopping. And then I went straight back to bed. I've just literally got back up again, so I am absolutely tired. So with the work isn't that hard to do. It's just as soon as I get out the building, I just want to sleep because it's physical work. I'm sorting out beds, cleaning rooms, scrubbing down the bathrooms, making sure everything's clean, running around the building to get supplies like bedding, duvets, stuff like that. It's not a hard job to do. It's quite simple. I understand what I need to do now for the job, and I've done my shift for this week. I don't have any work today on the Friday. I just work Monday to Thursdays. But if I'm while I'm doing this course at the same time, it is going to kill me because the doing the work and then going to do written work is just like ugh. I really can't be asked. I just want sleep. Please leave me alone. It's all I want to say to my tutor. But I have to stay on the course because for the 6 weeks, the people who the great expectations, the people who run the course, are the ones who are paying me for the 6 weeks, and then after that, it's up to Primary Inn if they want to keep me alongside them. So yeah, so hopefully I'm gonna get my new PS4 not this week, not next week, but the week after that, because I don't get my first pay until I think next Friday, not this Friday. So I don't get my pay for the first week, but I will get that pay at the end. So if I don't get the job after the 6 weeks, the week after I'll still get like another payment even for not doing work. Because you do 1 week in advance, so you get your money for the first week pretty much when you finish, which is weird how they do it and all that lot, but it's just how they do it, so they know that you're actually going to do the job. Because if they were like paid me this week, and then I could just start slightly messing up later on, where if I have to hold up my work so that they know I'm doing good before paying me. So you're always like on edge about if you're going to be okay. So I did great this week, so I'm definitely getting paid next week. But then if I mess up or if I do really, really bad, they'll be like, yeah, we don't want you around no more. And then I don't get paid for the week after. So yeah, it's really weird how they do it and stuff like that. But this work is going to be very energy consuming. And I also have my sister wanting help with my nephew. So I don't know how my streams are going to get affected, but hopefully, as soon as I can get my PS4 back, a new PS4 in my house, or fix my old one, because I'm still waiting for parts to come. It's like been ages. I'm still waiting for shit to get here, so I can at least try to fix my PS4. Because I've got the thermal pads. I'm waiting on thermal paste, and then there's I think the screws, some like new screws because some of them got threaded, and a new I think it's a T96-D9 screw. It's got a little hole in the middle and it's like a weird diamond shape so that you don't thread them as bad. Because I had a BT9D9 which doesn't have the hole in the middle, which still can grip it, but it strips it way too easily for the screws. So I've ordered new screws, new screwdriver, screw thing for it, and stuff like that, and the thermal paste. And I'm just waiting for those last three things: the screws, the screwdriver, and the thermal paste before I'm going to fix my PS4. If I can fix it after I get everything, then I don't need to buy the new PS4. But if I don't fix it, and even with the new stuff, it makes the fan still going apeshit because the chainsaw sound started again. By the way, I was watching Netflix on the PS4 after I got it to turn on to see how long it would take before the fan started going apeshit, and like 2 days later, the fan started sounding like a chainsaw again. So yeah, the PS4 is not in the best condition. I haven't used it since, so that there was no damage, and I'm just waiting for the parts now. I'm literally not using my PS4 at all, and I'm just waiting for all the parts before I start even turn it on again after I've put it all together. So I'm going to turn it on, see if it'll turn, if it, see if it will actually turn on, and then if it turns on, I'll turn it off, strip it all apart. So obviously I want to check before I start messing with it that it actually is going to turn on in the first place, so I know that it's going to work. Or if I mess it up, so if it doesn't turn on after I put the thermal paste in and the thermal pads and the new screws, then I know I've definitely screwed up for sure. But either way, not really fussed. They didn't cost me much. It was like £1 for each item, which I know isn't very something trusting you should probably trust for thermal paste, but it was Wish. Wish is cheap, so I got all my items to fix my PS4 off Wish. So check Wish if you're looking for screws, screwdrivers, thermal paste, or thermal pads to temporarily prolong your PS4's lifespan. So yeah, and even if I don't end up fixing my PS4, I could keep all these items. They're all storable. They don't go off. They don't like rot or anything. They shouldn't rust, and I can keep them somewhere safe and secure and dry, and I should be able to use them for my next PS4 if my next PS4 ever shows any issues. And I can use my old PS4 to tinker around with to see if I can, I don't know, learn more stuff about how to fix PS4s, how to deal with electronics and stuff like that. I can just learn more. So there's that. So yeah, job's going great. I'm knackered as all hell because I have to get up at like 8, 7 ish to get up so I can get out and get to work on time. And I work from 9 o'clock till 1. Then my course tutor wants to see me after 1 for like an hour or two to do paperwork from Monday onwards. And then she wants me in on a Friday in a room to do actual paperwork, like more paperwork for like the full day, which is supposed to be my day off when I went to relax and get re-energize myself for Monday. I thought I would have had a nice like long weekend because I was only working Monday to Thursday. So, nice long weekend. No, she wants me in the classroom doing paperwork all Friday. So there goes that plan. So yeah, but other than that, job's going well. So far, it looks good. All the staff like me, so even if the course doesn't go well, if I don't get good with get the paperwork done, I could always apply to Premier Inn afterwards if the course people kick me off and be like, right, you like me, but the course people didn't think I did enough paperwork. Is there still a position for me to work for Premier Inn? And they could take me. It's an option. But I'm obviously going to try my best. But if the course people say no, we're kicking you off the course, and that means you're no longer on working alongside Premier Inn either, I'll just be like back on job seekers again, which I don't really want because A, more money coming in my house, B, meaning more games, more supplies to my YouTube channel, yada yada yada. The longer I've got this job, the more money I can get, the more better games I can get, the better technology I can get. Like if everything goes all right after I get the PS4, I'm gonna save up around say 200 and buy a new laptop from to like 300-400. Buy a new laptop for me and my mum because I have my mum's old one, and obviously I owe her a new one because I needed it for job search. I don't need it for job search anymore, but the old one's shit, so I'm gonna buy her a new one. And I want a new one so I can keep an eye on the chat properly better on a better quality screen because the screen on my mum's old one is shit. But yeah, so thank you, everybody. That's an update of what's been going on. Hope you've enjoyed listening to me rant on about what's going on in my life at the minute. Other than that, make sure to go get a hot chocolate, and I will see all of you guys next time. Bye!